going? Patricia's here, Sunshine, Angela. Who's here? All just you three? Oh, Astral's here. Hi, guys. Welcome. How are you going? So today we're going to continue our work with the Magical Realism paint, which is exciting, isn't it? We're going to play and have lots of fun. Hi, Terry's here. I should put this down a little bit. Sorry, guys. I'm still kind of getting organised. I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball today. Yep, just do it later. Okay, anyway, stop it. Hi, Leslie. Yes, it's bingo on Friday. How exciting is that? I can't believe it's coming up already. I'm really excited. Morning, Angela. Angela's going to be my little helper on Sunday. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. Angela's going to come and help me with Lisa and Raven. And we're all going to get into it and have a really great day. Hi, Sunshine. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Trisha. How's all going? Alan's here. How are you? I'm good, thanks. Hi, Emily. How are you? You're very excited for Thursday? I know. I can't wait to. I've got such a busy week this week, but that's one of the big chunks I've got to get onto and get everything actually set up. Hi, Alan. So today, like I said, we're working with Magical Realism. Ow, I just hit my nail. Paint, and I'm going to do like a little bit of mottling today and just sort of play with that a little bit, I thought. So I thought I would start by making some mottling sponges. I know probably, 80% of you guys know how to make mottling sponges, but the other 20% don't, and I'm sure would love a little bit of help there. So I'm going to help with that. We're going to just play with that for a little bit. So if anyone wants to have play and get up some mottling sponges done while I'm sitting here, I'll probably be talking for another 5 minutes before I start. So you can run and get yourself any kind of sponge that you've got and a set of tweezers, and we can create a sponge together. I'm glad to hear you're good, Alan. I hope everything's going okay with your family. Emily said, I love your videos. You inspire me so much. Thanks, Emily. I appreciate you coming and saying that. My foot is much better. I'm walking on it normally now, and I don't have the brace on anymore, which probably is a bad girl thing. But it's still sore. I fell over while I was at Amy's engagement party on Saturday, and I nearly did it in again, but I was lucky enough it wasn't that bad. It just like hurts, like especially when I'm going up and down stairs, it hurts. I have to sort of take it slower than I usually would. And if I sort of sit on it, like how sometimes you sit on one foot, like underneath your butt or something, it hurts. So I've just got to watch how I'm doing it. Biscuit, I said good morning to you. Can you be quiet, please? Biscuit. Good morning, Deb. Not yet. Hi, Nana. Hi, Kelly. Do I need anything shared? Well, I would like, if you wouldn't mind, I don't know if you've got it on file, so if you don't, that's fine. Share Terry's video of the baby pool. I don't know if that's too difficult to ask. Morning, Lorraine. Alan says, Annette, I have a question about air dry. I suppose Luminaire and your new ones would be the same. Okay, what's the question? Mwah, Lorraine. Alan said, but I have peaches and cream and strawberry sets and was wondering if there are any tutorials on those. No, not that I have seen as yet. Not that I've seen as yet. I can say I will do something like that, but obviously we know everything takes time. But I haven't noticed any tutorials on them yet. Basically, how they work, obviously lips just goes to lips. The blushing is, just in the blushed areas, the cheeks, the hands, the feet. any way that you like to accentuate a little bit. And then your creases and that is, obviously you just use that instead of the other colours you might use for creases. But good point. Should make a tutorial on that. No, I'm not wearing my foot support because I started to be able to walk properly and I thought that was okay. Biscuit does have a lot to say this morning. I actually just probably 10 minutes ago took his nighttime cover off. He was so quiet then. He was so quiet. And I thought I'll leave him with the cover on because it's actually an overcast day today. So it's a bit, down in the dumps looking weather, even though it's great with the rain. Although we haven't had much rain yet. But I thought, oh no, I better uncover him. As soon as I uncovered him, I really didn't spend much time talking to him. So I think that's what he's on about. Biscuit, like seriously, quiet. You have a dilemma, Kelly. What's your dilemma? Deb's waiting for the bus. Kelly said, I want my babies more peaches and cream. They're coming out too tan. Okay, so you probably have to counteract that a little bit. Do you have a colour wheel to sort of like tone that down? It's air dry. Sunshine said, oh, where are you going, Debs, if you don't mind me asking? Hi, Mary. I miss you too. Patricia said, but I know I should at least wear the elastic support. I should. But you know me, I just think she'll be right and it'll be okay. Deb's on the bus. I know, I'm thinking about bringing Biscuit beside me, but I don't really want him in my ear the whole time. No colour wheel. Okay, so are you saying it's more of a tan? You don't like it. It's like the skin tone's too dark and you want it to be a bit lighter. Okay, Deb's off to her employment agency. And Mary moves in 2 weeks. Wow, that is so exciting. Go and have your bath. Okay, Lorraine. Bye. Okay, so if you don't want it like too tan, counteracting that, I'd have to sort of look at my colour wheel and see exactly what I would do on that sort of situation. I think, generally I would be just starting to counteract it with some, lighter colours, maybe even do some light flesh tones to bring it down. But even sometimes, like a green, like your mint green, that sort of settles that kind of colour. But I'd have to have a look further into it. Okay, Annie's just showing Kelly the colour wheel online that she can have a look at. They look Hispanic. Okay. I've had that kind of happen a few times myself when I'm making... He's really confusing me. When I'm making colours. And like the last baby I made, I tried not to be so heavy-handed with the colours I was using. Like, although all my colours are translucent, I tried to make them even more translucent. And I did come up with a beautiful, soft white skin tone, which was really nice. So I don't know if that helps maybe for your next baby. So if we look at Mr. Mateo here, come here, bub. He's still wearing his special outfit from the weekend. What are you looking at over there? Look at this way. I don't know how well you can actually tell, but I guess you can sort of tell. To his skin tone to mine, I'm quite fair. And he is quite dark, really. I mean, I know his skin tone looks nice and realistic and everything's good, but he's dark compared to my skin. And that's what I call heavy hand. All my babies were starting to be a little bit like that. Okay, and although I love that skin tone and I love Mateo and I love Matilda and they look wonderful, I really wanted to make something that was just a little bit more of a soft complexion, not so hard. And so that's what I did. I went and instead of making I just lessened my, I'm not saying this right, but let's say I went with my normal colours, the way I normally make it. Well, this time I made it a little bit thinner. So I used heat set, so I used a little bit more thinners just to make the colouring a little bit more thinner. and I did thinner layers. And my end result was more like mine. I think I've got it. Just hang on, let me show you. Sorry, wandering around. Got to find where this is. So many things around. No. Okay, I think I've got it. Biscuit, quit it. So you can see there's two different tones there. So that's all I did to stop the darker look. Now, Mateo isn't like Hispanic as such, but like I said, his skin tone is darker. So that's all I did. I did exactly what I usually do, but just thinned out the paint a little bit more, and it just made it more of a soft tone. So I hope that helps. Kelly says, thank you, Annie. And you'll try that, okay? Thanks, Annie, for sharing Terry's video. Oh, and thank you, Wiggles. That's what you're looking for? Okay, well, I hope that helps as such. Leslie said, hi, Angela and Patricia. Oh, Nonna's there and said hello. Alan said, I used a lot of paint doing Nicole's baby, and she turned out quite dark. So the two I'm doing now, I'm being more conscious, and they are looking a lot better. It doesn't take much, does it? It just takes a little bit of play, and you normally work out what you want. I mean, all babies are different anyway, so you need to have that ability to be able to go a bit darker, a bit more heavier, and then also a light way as well. No, okay, cool. Okay, Kelly, hopefully that helped. Sunshine said, I have Kieran next to me. She is playing with my Halloween ghost mechanical robot. Oh, you need to get batteries next month. Oh, wow, Halloween's coming up quick, isn't it? That's okay, Kelly. I just hope I could help. And Patricia said, Nonna has been here from the beginning, my beautiful boy. Hey? Now, Mummy's really busy today with the paint, so you can sit beside me. And Auntie Lisa will be here soon. She can play with you. Okay, so I'm going to start doing a little bit of... Oh, Angela said hello too. You'll see her on the weekend. Hi, Kaylee. Very pretty, thank you. So let's start with this modelling sponge, just so we can get to modelling, so I can stop talking. So I'm going to mainly focus in on this, not me, and then we'll do some modelling. So I'll keep answering any questions and that as we go. So normally I use a little bit of a better, these things, tweezers. These tweezers are actually better for doing eyelashes because they grab the eyelashes really well. And then when you're putting them on to the kit, they go like, nice and easy. But without going up to my stock load of supplies, I just wanted to grab this, and I can do it with it anyway. So I will be using something a little bit more pointier. But this is fine. I'm going to just use like the edge type of thing. So what you want to do is basically push down and dig in type of thing, and grab and pull. That wasn't a good one. Make it a little bit wider like that. Push down. Nope, that didn't work either. And that didn't work either. Nope, okay. So maybe this one will not work. No, I'm going to go upstairs and get my tweezers. Be right back. In the meantime, talk to this baby boy, and he'll tell you all about the engagement party. Listen to him. you're not quiet. Okay, so I've got my range of tweezers here on my beautiful chicken plate. So this is one I commonly use, just a general tweezers. But if you go to your local Kmart or cheap store, we have them at our Kmart, you can get these nice small ones, and they have so many different end shapes that are really perfect for making mottling sponges. I don't actually sell that kit, but you can buy it from Bonnie Brown. So this sponge is actually like a, they call them, there's different words for them, but like a gourd sponge or a teardrop sponge. I sell them, which is cool. Yes, that's a bird in the background, yep. Oh, everyone's talking to. Thank you for talking to Mateo. So I'm going to see how this one works. So like I said, I always use something different, but just push it in and grab and pull. That's worked better. See, that's worked straight out. So what we want to do is keep working around, just basically push it in, grab and twist and pull. Now if you want the holes to be any bigger, you can spread the tweezers just a little bit, and I'll show you how that will look, just in case I don't want to do it on this one. So it will make a really big hole. So you can make them as small or as little as you like. I will actually do a big one on here so you can really easily see. See, like that? Oh, it's a smiley face. And then you can make nice small ones. So just have to squeeze the tweezers a little bit together, a little bit closer. Push it in, pinch and twist and pull. So now we've got a teeny one. So it's really good when you are creating your modelling sponge to have all different shapes and sizes on there, because as you know, when we're looking at mottling, let's say you get some mottling on your skin if it's cold, or babies get obvious mottling. It's every little mottle isn't exactly the same. So we need to create that look, everything being a little bit slightly different. And you can also dig out your mottle. So let's say I just go to the edge here and I just do a random one, okay? But I want to make it wider. I can continue to pick from the inside and I can make it wider. Just picking it out from the edges. And if I want it to be a different shape, like let's say on one of those edges, say this edge I want it to come out a little bit, I just have to pinch where I want and I can make that come like that. So it's just all about pinching. You want it to be a little bit deep, as deep as you can, so that this sponge will be able to be reused like 1,000 times, literally. And I do reuse mine all the time. So see how I'm getting some big chunks out there? But one thing I do is I tend to use, like this sponge, I'll only tend to use it for one colour. So I have about 10 mottling sponges, all different colours, and I'll use them for whatever colour application I'm using at that particular moment. See, so we're all getting there. Now you can go really, really quickly, grab and pull, grab and pull. For those of you that just are not confident in doing this type of thing, I will be getting these sponges and making a heap of them to sell, pre-mottled, so that you won't have to worry. But it is nice and easy. And a lot of people just like to get these kind of sponges from their local type of shops. So See how we're going? And I love this sponge because of the edge. So you can imagine if I can mottle straight on, like that, just go straight on, but I can also roll it on if I'm ever so gentle, and it gets around those nice edges. Okay, so Patrice has asked a question. Do coloured sponge ever bleed? No, I've never had that happen. Never had that happen. And I'm not using the most expensive sponges either. I do try to get a certain quality, because obviously, if you can see, this here was a really poor quality sponge that I just got from a cheap shop one time when I was, you know, trying to get something on the way to a friend's place. I needed some sponges, and it just, like, it's so poor. But obviously they're normally white. And this is the dearer one, so I don't know. But the coloured ones, I used to also sell these in coloured, and I never had any problems. I've never had a complaint about that type of thing. And I think it's mainly because we're using them so briefly, really, I guess you could say. So there we've got one created. Now you can go, you know, further down the edge of the sponge if you like with something like this. And if you have a one on top and you think, oh, I'd like to make a few more larger ones, all you have to do is to make it larger by sort of connecting. So let's have one that can connect these two here, these two small ones, and I can just build it out to make it a big one. So I'll just show everyone that on the cosmetic sponge in case that's all you've got at home and that's your preference of using. It's done exactly the same way. Just grab and pull. And when you're using something with a square edge, I'd normally go ahead and take those four corners off. We don't need them, like that, and then make the corners a bit more mottly. One thing about mottling sponges like this, try not to use your cheapest ones. Like for instance, on my website I have these type of ones as really, they're called sharp edge ones. They're a little bit more stronger than your general ones. So if you can help it, go for something a little bit more withstanding, that you can withstand, and say, I'll use this one from now on only with red or something like that. But these ones are definitely more stronger. I mean, you can see that's really, like, I can scrunch it up. This one I can't really, it's quite strong. I did miss a comment at 9:18 because I'm trying to do something at the moment. Hang on. Deb said, what did I miss? I had a phone call from Mum. She's let me go to the Hanson concert in March. Oh, cool. That's so cool. Congratulations. Have you ever made a silicone? I have. Well, painted one. It just wasn't my cup of tea sort of thing. But I haven't done any sculpting or anything. That's not my thing. Kelly said, but the round one seems to have a better surface. It does have a much better surface, I have to say. And it doesn't matter what colour it is. Like I said, I have done this with a black one too. The only problem with working with black is you can't really see your paint on it. It is exciting news, Deb. I'm happy for you. Sunshine said, I'm going to get my sponges from my painting class in a week and a half and start slowly. That's cool. Heidi said, since I'm so late, hasn't it mentioned anything about whether her paints cover vinyl damaged with acetone? Well, like I said to you last week, I'd have to actually damage a kit with acetone to trial that one. So that would be something I'll do in the future, not something straight up. But yeah, I know I need to test that, but I just don't have a damaged kit at the moment from acetone. So, hi Denise. And he said, mouse for president. You're crazy. Yes, they are basically makeup sponges. That's all they are. I will damage your Sydney kit. But for a start, I'm going to get a nice big surface. Like this butt plate. This old butt plate, which is a long time ago when we used to paint the inside of the kit, like as a purple wash. This is what I did like forever ago. Absolutely forever ago. Trisha said, I bought myself a sea sponge. Does the same job, but harder on your hands to get. I had to get mine online. Yes, that's right. I sell the sea sponges as well, and they do practically the same job. Only not as mottily, if you know what I mean. Sometimes it can just, the distance between the fibers is very small, but they do a good effect. I have, in my toolbox, I have everything, and literally when I'm making a baby, I'll use a layer using the sea sponge. I'll use lots of layers using modelling sponges. Deb said, I'll be wearing my Hanson shirt your sister made you. Oh, that's so cool. Heidi said, I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss it. That's fair enough. No worries. Okay, so I'm going to mix up a little bit of paint at the moment. So again, I'll say sorry if I don't answer anyone's messages. Just let it go over your head, because I'm trying to get onto this paint here and show people how to use it, and not necessarily chat about the weather, so to speak. Hi Lorraine, back. So if I do see your message though, and you know it catches my eye, I will say something. Just need to get some water. Okay. Need anything shared? You can actually share my Aussie Reborn Supplies page. I don't know if you can do the magical realism paint section. For those of you who are interested, I have only just started. So I think things like the satin varnish and there's a couple of, but they're just varnishes on there as yet. The paints are yet to still be uploaded and everything, but while I'm still creating the paints and working with them and playing with them, everything's going to be a slow process getting them online. So anyway, I've just got your typical, just don't want this to fall over. I know it's getting a bit dirty, isn't it? But that's all right, don't mind. And I'm going to use, I'm going to do a blue one, just so you can really see it. So one thing about the magical realism is sometimes, because of the mixes I'm using in them, sometimes they settle, something like this. Just, I've tested over and over and over again. It just needs a shake. That's all it needs, just to mix it all through again, and that's fine. So there you go. So for this one, I'm going to be a bit heavy-handed on this, okay? Just for the pure fact of you seeing the mottling come out and what this sponge will produce, okay? So don't do this at home. Okay, so I'm going to go with, let's go with 5 blue dots. And then I'm going to thin that down a little bit with some thinning medium. You going to come off or what? There we go. So again, I'm going to go with 5. I know you can't really see that, but you don't really need to either. There it is there. So I'm just going to mix those two together. So So it's just thinning medium, and I think I'm using Phthalo Blue there. And I'm going to then thin it out again with just some water. So just some water drops. My kids have all gone out today to a theme park. I think they might be going to Wet and Wild. So it's a bit quiet here today, even though they're normally at school and work and stuff. But it's nice to have them going out. So I'll just, you can see that that is translucent. So let's go and be really bold and do this. That's okay, Heidi. Angela said, I would love to see how these paints work so I can buy them. Okay. And Kelly said, so will your varnish work with any cheaper air dry paints? I would, yeah, definitely. I would have to say definitely. Oh, it's cold there. That's no good. Okay. That's kind of funny. I said I wasn't going to talk about the weather. Were you being a cheeky smart there? That's cute. Okay, so I'm just going to get some of my blue paint. I'm just going to get that down again.
Does this have the thick magnet or the little ones too? Both sides.
Yeah, the thick one. So I'm just going to paint it directly onto my modelling sponge there. Ooh, that's very blue, isn't it? Now consider too, I am using air dry paint, so I'm not going to muck around. So literally, if I pounce on, like that, and if I roll on, still gives a good effect. Now, if this was me and I was working with a baby for real, and I had some of these dark edges here, I would either go over it again in that area, maybe on the edge of my sponge or something, just to sort of blend it out, or you can use your blending sponge. Now this is my red one, but I'm going to go with this. So if I pounce on there just to get out some of those heavy edges. So it's just taken a little bit of the edge off those heavy edges. As you can see, you've got a heavy edge here. And blending it with the blending brush has taken the heavy edges out there. So remember, please remember that I have gone a little bit heavy with my paint. I would normally make that a little bit lighter because we don't want it to look like alien skin. But just for playtime, I'm going to do that over the whole entire thing. So let's go all over. Now, it's no harm to go over one spot like a couple of times if you want. It'll just give more of a mottling look anyway. But if you want it to be solid and make one colour, you go over it a lot in that one spot. Just get this baby's butt. Okay, so then if I wanted to blend that all, I can blend it. Just taking off those edges. Slippery little bugger. Now this, whenever you're doing this, it's a exercise. You do not need to exercise for that day. It takes so much out of your arms, I tell you what. So there. It's pretty scary, isn't it? Looks like alien skin. Full on hay. So you could imagine if I wasn't being so heavy-handed with that colour and I had made it a little bit more translucent, it would be quite nice. I mean, there is some really nice mottling in there, and that's when we go on to add another colour to make it blend and turn into skin tones. So just for party's sake, let's do that, and we'll do a red model. Who wants to do a red model? That's probably, Angela has asked, why do I use thinning medium as well as water? It's probably, for me, just a personal preference. I think with the thinning medium mixed with the paint, I just feel like it's going to help with the paint adhere more. And I use water necessarily because it can be used. No, I don't want to spend a fortune on mixing all with thinning medium when I don't have to. It's just, it probably at the end of the day would be too costly. So I try to use equal parts paint and thinning, and then I thin the rest down with water. So for me, it's probably more so just a simple money saver. It works, well, I wouldn't say it works exactly the same. I think the thinning medium helps it adhere better. But at the end of the day, I don't want to use all thinning medium. It'd be too expensive. That's one veiny baby. Yes, that's right. Very veiny. Heidi said, I think you can use water only, but yeah, you can use water only. You can. But I don't know. There's just something in my head that thinks, no, it really needs something else. I want it to adhere to it. I want it to not go away. So I'll do everything in my power to do what I can for it. Now, I can rub that. There's no paint on my hands. It's not rubbing off or anything like that. So it's, you know, that's pretty good. I mean, what do I left it there for 2 minutes? No rub. No blue on my hands. So it's like literally almost dry. It's dry. It's dry. Okay, let's say it's just dry. I would be recommending before to put there. Yes, it does look a bit black and blue there, beaten up, doesn't it, Trisha? But before I would go to the next layer, I would generally be giving it about 20 minutes. I just like it again. I want to give this baby, this alien baby, I want to give it every chance it can in life to have its paint stick to it. So I'll do the best I can. I'm too impatient to wait longer than 20 minutes, and generally the going time with air dry paints is 20 minutes anyway, regardless. I'm too impatient to give it any longer, but I am patient enough to leave it for that long, generally. And if someone wants to go longer, you know, than 20 minutes, that's completely up to you, you know. But consider this. If this was a whole kit, I would have painted the butt, and then I would have put it aside. Then I would have done the arms and the legs and the head and maybe a couple of details with that blue. So by the time I get back to it, it would have been 20 minutes anyway. Okay? It is amazing. It is. Call it what it is. It's a butt. That's right. Okay, so if I want to go into one of those heavy corners, now remember the fact that it hasn't really set yet, but I'm going to get my nail there and scratch. Now, I don't know how well you can see it, but it's not moving. It's not moving at all. Now, just remember, blue is a suction colour. Like, it's like leeches. It just stays there and it doesn't want to come off, which can be annoying sometimes. But if you're doing it the right way, it's fine. Now, I always do suggest try to get a cheap kit or buy test limbs. And then, like, when you're making up your paint, obviously, you know, a lot of people will just use a bit of a paper towel to see it's the colour they want. But it's good to do a little bit of a, you know, if this was my test limb, just to, oh, well, this is dried on there now anyway. Oh, no, it's still good. I could just do a little test and say, oh, that's a little bit dark in it. I want to add a little bit more water, and off I go and add some more water, and that's what we'll do now. Let's give this a little bit more water. Where did I put my paintbrush? Someone tell me. Okay, there it is. So if you've got a little test slim there, and you could just test little spots, it's really good. I know this colour. It's really good because then you can do your little test without worrying too much. Now, where did I put the paint? I don't know. But that's a little bit more light. There, you can see it's lighter. So I did that, and I got my red blending brush that I've now turned blue or purple. See, it's a lot more. Now, I haven't properly blended that, but you can see that's lighter, that's darker. So it just adds a little bit more water. That's all it needs. Maybe I should blend that a little bit because I'm OCD. Anyway, let's do some red. Let's just play with some red because I feel like playing with red. And because I feel like it, I'm going to do it. Okay, some red. So I'll do the same type of thing. I'll make it a bit heavy-handed. So I used 5 again, and my thinning medium. She touched the butt. She touched the butt. That's one big butt. Sorry. We're just doing Nemo, me and Heidi. She's probably laughing at me now. Oh, you have to go. Okay, Deb, good luck at your little employment agency. Okay, so with the red, adding some water. I normally would have a little pipette that I put the water in, but as you see the last couple of days, I've just been using my hands because that's the weird way to do it. So I'm just going to keep that blue, otherwise obviously it's just going to do more blue. So we'll do the little one, which I didn't do as well as the blue one. Blue one, I'm talking to myself. Right. Okay. You do what you want, it's my show. Thanks, Angela. My show. Okay, anyway, I'm going to paint this red on there. Boy, that's red. And sometimes you just think, oh my God, that's just so scary. And it probably is because I haven't added much water. Red as red. But that's all right. Remember, we're doing a deal at the moment. We're trying to see how we go. Now, because it is air dry paint too, don't leave it too long before you do a little bit of blending. Oh, it's so pretty already. Leaving it too long obviously will allow it to set in the way that maybe you don't want it to set too harsh or whatever. You see how dark it is? Get in that butt there. So you can see that with that cosmetic wedge, it still is giving a mottling, tone. It's probably not going to be as great a mottle as the other sponge, but it still works. So I have to say these guys are amazing. These they're just your normal. Anyway, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. So I'll show you this. So you can see the colours starting to blend a little bit nicely there. Are they playing nice? So it is working out really good, and you could imagine if I was more light-handed, how that would look a lot better. Deb said, question, with air dry paints, do you need to be careful with the brushes? Meaning, can you ruin or stain your brush? Should it go straight into thinner? Okay, so I do have brush cleaner that I do sell. It's really a personal preference. Now, a lot of people will be like, oh my God, I've got to clean that brush. So yeah, I would put it into a brush cleaner, or you could use water. Brush cleaner will clean it quicker. But as a lot of you have gotten to know with me, I don't. I use one brush for every colour. Oh, okay, cool. And I don't, when I clean them after an application, I just wipe it off with some paper towels. So I just literally make sure I get all the excess paint off and give it a bit of a squeeze and wipe off like that. And I'll always use this for red only. Now the same thing goes with my blending brushes. I know I didn't today, but that's just because I'm an idiot and I'm just sitting here playing with you guys. But normally I have one for every colour, like literally. And I know sometimes people think, oh my God, that can get expensive. Well, at the end of the day, I don't have to buy another brush. You know, like they're quite good. They're really good. So I would use this, let's say, only for red. And yes, over time of going like this, it's going to, fray out a little bit, but they're quite robust. So, just keep them together, give them a bit of a snuggle to keep them nice and straight like that. I use blending brushes with my heat set paints, and the ones I've had now, I've probably had for about 2 years. And I'm in no way about to buy new ones. So take it easy. Maybe every time you do an order, buy a new one. And so it's not like forking out, to buy, I don't know. I mean, I have about 5. You can choose exactly how many blending brushes you want. There's also a skinny blending brush, which is also good, especially for creases and getting in those little spots that you just want to blend a little bit without going meh and having it all over the baby's face. So yeah, instead of going out and say buy 10 brushes or something, just buy one with your next order and then buy another one with the next order after that. So don't make it expensive on yourself and harsh. But that's, like I said, Heidi, that's my opinion. If this is OCD for you and you don't like them having the colour on, then clean them straight away.
Can I substitute that for the top one?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, we still need toothbrush. You don't have a toothbrush on lying around?
No. I'll be getting one of them later this week. No, Annie, don't have to worry about any links at the moment. It's cool. Kelly said a little soap. Okay, Lisa's here. A little soap and cool water for brushes. Yep, that's fine too. You're welcome, Heidi. And thank you. Yes, thanks, Kelly. Sunshine said very nice. Cool in it. Okay, cool. My new name is Debs. Your new name? That's okay, Sunshine. So, as you can see, that has turned out really well. And again, I can rub all over it and love on it and whatever I want. Has it come on my face? Just give myself a bit of mottling. So I'm going to go with this light one and lighten this up just to give you a quick look at what we can do here. Hang on, I'm just going to get used so you can see it a bit better. Silly camera. So thinning that out. I didn't thin it out too much, so because I still just want everyone to be able to see it. But generally, you'll get the idea. I've wiped that off. The paint on there. Just pouncing it on there nicely. Hang on. Like that. Blend it in. Hello! And as you can see, it's blended in there nicely. It's translucent. That's what we want. You can see the mottling there. You can see the different dimensions of colour and shape and everything, but you can't see the harsh look. So that's what you're going to do. When you're mixing the paints, all it takes is to make it a bit more translucent by adding a bit more water. How are you going?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, thank you. We're just playing with our magical realism, you know.
Hi everybody!
And Mia's here again. Oh, she's got her sunnies on today. Oh, she said yes. Cheeky baby. I love them. Looking good.
Aren't they cute?
They're very cute. Oh, and she's got a nice little clip here. Oh, aren't you a bit super cool? You can look at everyone without them seeing your eyes and where you're looking.
There's your egg.
Thank you.
Very fresh.
Show us the magic. It looks really good, doesn't it, Kelly? It's really great. Brandy said, hi, Az. Ignoring the staining will water wash any of that off. Okay. So, as in this, will water wash it off? Let me have a play. I have to give this baby back before I make a mess.
Messy boot.
Okay, so I'm going to get, I'll just get a sponge, shall I? My shitty sponge. See the shitty sponge? Now, don't forget, it hasn't, actually been given the full time, but we'll have a little play with that. So I'm just going to, I've got my water here. What have I done here? Have I zoomed in? Yeah, I did zoom in. Why did I do that? Why you do that, Daddy? Okay, so I'm just going to put my sponge in the water. In the water.
Squeeze it out.
Oh no, I'm gonna leave it here. To do that.
Just put the whole thing in there.
Just chuck it in there, and then we're gonna do this. We're testing it together, okay, guys? So I should get a bit closer. No. What do you reckon? It hasn't come off.
Oh, it's lighting.
No, not really.
No? I think it does.
No, we're testing that the paint's staying on. If you're wiping it off with water, it's not coming off.
Did smudge a little just here, I think. Or was that already there?
No, that was already there. We're basically trying to prove that the water won't remove it.
Oh, no, I won't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you can see there anyway that it is good and bad. It is. It definitely is. So let's do it as we're going to put it straight on. Find a little spot here. How about this spot? So don't forget I have watered down the paint a little bit here. So I'm going to be talking to Lisa, blah, 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 and I'm pouncing on. Hang on. That's not a good look because it's not too dark. But let's say I pounce on this sponge is terrible. I might make it one that we can see a little bit better. This fat one. This fat one? So Lisa's just come over, and what happens, and I'm talking to her, and I'm like, la, 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 like that, and we have a bit of a blend, and I go, oh, shit, I made a mistake. Okay, well, it's come off, but that was pretty quick. So half of us wouldn't know we've made the mistake that quickly. So let's try again. We're doing tests. Lisa, that's what we're doing. We're testing this.
Well, you've got it.
And we're going to test this stuff. So, again. Put the paint on.
Are you still on it?
Yep. You need me?
Kinda.
Straight up.
I want to know what all these addresses are in Word. Because there's not all of them are from that.
What's the first address? It's gone.
Karen? in the UK. But it didn't have Heidi's name in there, so I was just wondering.
Heidi, that's you. Heidi's, we're holding. I just need you to get it all packed up ready. I've got to send her something off at the end of this week, so if you could just put that all aside.
Okay.
The other ones, unless it said it's posted, they're not posted.
Yeah,
Okay, so that came off again too. So, I mean, I guess it just depends on your response time. So, to how quickly you've realised you've made a mistake. So, again, pounce the paint on. You can see it's nice and dark. And then I'm blending it. Okay, so I've blended it and I've been talking to Lisa and I've gone, oh, shit, I used the wrong colour. Oh, my God.
Would that happen? Yes.
So then it's just wiping off. Like, once again, I know there's not much response time in between that brain work. But you should be kind of on the ball anyway because, yeah.
Well, it's like anything, you don't want to have to restrip it.
No, you don't want to restrip it. We're just, the fact of working out at what point would you think something doesn't look any good.
Oh, if it's like me, it's pretty quick.
Yeah, it's normally pretty quick. And blending it normally obviously blends it, so it's...
So then just give it a little fan, give it a little bit more drying.
Fanny.
So that, you can act like it's been a bit longer.
It's been a bit longer. Okay, it's still coming off, but it is leaving a little bit of a pink hue there. You see that?
So you've got about 40 seconds, 30 to 40 seconds.
Yes. And you can extend that time as well.
Yeah, don't fan it.
That actually could look pretty good though.
It does look pretty good, actually.
So don't fan it. But yes, if that is a problem with you, or not you as such, but generally people, there is a product which does extend the drying time. I need to talk to Raven about that because she's my drying time expert, and I will find out about that and have it available. So it'll be called some kind of extender, time extender or something that will allow you to give it more time. I know that if you the more water and that you put in, it does extend, I mean, if you were using straight paint, it's probably going to dry quicker than if it's got something to dry with, like water and that.
Because water is heavier than paint, isn't it? So it's going to take a while to dry.
So once I blend it, I'll be picking up the excess water. So that will stop it. Brandy said, maybe it's just me, but somehow I end up with a random colour on a finger. Then, well, I have nearly mastered acetone on a toothpick, though. Oh, that's really clever. Okay, so it might have been that the fact of, you're working with the red, and while you did that, your elbow got into the blue or something like that.
Or it could be like me, some paint ends up on the side of the brush and I don't notice it.
Yeah. But what about the factor of using only one brush for each colour then?
Yeah, that's what I do. But maybe that's supposed to be her signature.
Yeah, which you could turn into...
If it's happening on every single baby, it's obviously supposed to be a signature thing for her.
It could be. And you could turn it into a birthmark or something anyway. And he says, if she says it the third time, I'll punch her. Okay. Who's punching who? Okay, sorry, I must be far behind, so I'm just going to go back and see. Maybe thinner to remove it? What are you talking about? Sunshine said, wow, love does air dry paints. Love those air dry paints. We'll definitely order them. What about thinner? Will that take it off? Okay, we're going to play with thinner. Okay. Actually, I don't have any at the moment. Oh, do I? Yes, I don't. No, I don't. I have some odorless solvent. I could use that.
What is that baby kit that's crying or smiling or...
That's Sydney.
That is such a cute kit.
It is cute, isn't it? I will have to try that though, trying it with thinners. I think that might work. Yeah. So when you make a huge mistake, that's the word that comes out. Am I saying a word all the time? Am I saying shit or something? I say that randomly.
You're human.
Yep. I don't know what I'm saying. So call it slow dry. Yeah, call it slow dry. That, yes, that's a good word.
Reduced drying time.
Oh, yes, Dorito. Dorito is over here. Can you bring Dorito over for a minute? Brandy said, so this paint is nothing like store-bought acrylic. Oh, similar because they're all acrylics. You know, at the end of the day, and the air dry paint is acrylics. So yeah, I would say it's similar. How you mix it and that makes it different, I guess. Dorito's here to say hello. Hi, everyone. Say hi, Mummy Annie. Hello. She was just watching me from afar.
Chatting with Mia.
Chatting with Mia, that's right. Hi, Melvin. Annie said, third time said punishment. I'm saying shit all. That's just Australian, guys. You know, it's just, second language.
It's like, g'day, mate.
Yeah, that's right. It just comes out. We don't even know it. So you can't punish me for that, Annie. And if you try, I'll probably kill you. It's the Aussie way. Anyway. Doesn't bug you? I hope not. It's only like bugger or WTF.
Yeah.
That's worse.
Or mofo.
Yeah, that's true. Sunshine said, ha, and she said, shit, 3 times. That's so cute. And you just made me say it like 4 times more. Hi, Andrea.
Hi, Nick.
Hello. Sunshine's stirring it up. I love it. Angela says I say worse. Kelly says you all need to go to the potty. Annie said I can punish you, though I can refuse to share links. That's all right. I don't mind. I'm not here for link sharing today. I'm just here to play.
Right, just leave it there and I'll call it
Sunshine said it's like saying dump redneck talk. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so what about we go with this mottling for a moment and should we add some yellow? Let's just go and add some yellow just because we can and because we are hardcore mottlers.
Mottleists, is that a word?
Oh, no. I just thought I'd say it for the fun of it, because I felt like it. Oh, no.
Do you want me to take Dorito?
No, I'll sit with Dorito for a little bit so Annie can see her. I'm just going to get one of these sponges and make a quick lallo. I know I should be more out of your way.
I was going to see if she could sit up on the stool so you could still work.
Oh, okay. Gee, you're lovely. That's a great idea. Dorito can sit there. We can move the butt. And I'll just do a quick mottle up there. Hi, Lorna. And Angela said, hi, Lisa.
Hi, Angela. See you on Sunday.
Yay.
Do you want eggs?
Oh, yes. Angela, did you want to order any eggs? Little chicken farmer here.
Oh, I'm getting 15 a day.
Wow.
All but 2 of my hens are laying at the moment.
Good on them.
Yeah, you reckon?
I've got a couple of dozen. I'm going to make some quiches because I can and because I want to. How's that sound? All right?
That sounds all right.
Annie loves her Dorito mouse and Lisa. Aww. Yes, please. Just 1 dozen. Would that be 1 dozen today, Angela? Sunshine said, shit. Haha. LOL. Love it. Love it. This will Not be forgotten. Ha ha ha. Fun memories. That's just like a word that I've just taught Leslie.
It's just natural.
It's natural to us. It just comes out like that. But I taught Leslie a word, and it's so funny that she calls me up now and just calls me that word. Heidi would like some eggs too. They might be a little bit done by the time they get to you, but Angela would like 2 dozen, please.
Sure, they're free range.
They are free range.
They are. My babies are never locked up.
Ugh. So I'm trying to get the last one out. Drop. Lorraine said that poo word is not necessary in every Aussie dictionary. No, not necessary.
Just happens to be there.
It just happens to be there.
I see you. What is the white stuff you put in there?
That's thinning medium.
Okay, and then water as well.
Thinning it down and then watering it down as well, yep.
Why aren't you using one of your, what's the name, tubes?
I know. I left it upstairs and I can't be bothered getting it.
Okay.
So my finger's doing very good. Sunshine is baking cupcakes for Leslie's baby shower on Thursday. That's exciting. Is this a paintbrush I want to use? Yeah, that one is. Angela's teasing. Oh, sorry, Annie is teasing. Persons, you mean? No, that's right. Sunshine said, oh, bloody hell, does this make me laugh? I can't keep saying it, Sunshine. I'm already, Lorraine, my mum, is already going mad at me for saying it too much. I'm going to use yellow on this. We're going to go a bit hard again. I made your night, Sunshine. I'm glad. Whenever you need me to, yell it out to you, let me know. I'll just send you a message. Okay, so I'm just going to go again. We're going with yellow. Let's go hard. Okay, you can see that there.
You can. That's nice through there.
So remember, this is a little bit harsh yellow. And I'll blend it. Actually, I probably could go a bit harsher. But that's all right. I don't want to be nice. I'm trying to go harsh so they can see the results.
Yep. Lucky you've just got bums laying all over your table.
I know. It's pretty great, isn't it? Who else has got bums?
What do bums do? Shit!
Lisa, you're going to have them rolling around on the ground.
Sorry.
Okay. Now this yellow I probably didn't make as harsh as I should have for you guys because I cannot see a full effect there. So I must have been too kind and made it too light. I can see it, but I don't know how well you guys can see it. The yellow always does really good because it gets in between all the nooks and crannies and gives that undertone yellow sort of looky type of thing. You know what I mean? Yep, you can see it there. You can see that it's given a different look aspect of it. But as you know, if anyone's just tuned in on us, this is not what you do with reborning. I'm just going hard on the colour so you can see what a modelling sponge will do and working with this air dry paint. Lila said, I'm also baking cupcakes, my friends. Oh, cool. Sunshine said, yes, it's going to be pink for Leslie. That's great. I need some cupcakes too. Annie said, if said enough, though, I'd leave, just saying. Really? Is that really true? Like, it's just sort of such a basic word.
Yeah.
It's not a harsh swear word. It's a swear word, but it's not really full on harsh. I mean, there's terrible, terrible words.
Yes, there is.
That shouldn't be said. Lorraine said, actually, it is in the dictionary, but I meant not everyone uses it. No, that's right. It is in the dictionary, but no, not everyone uses it, of course.
Different cultures and different countries, I guess.
Melvin said, oh, shit, this is funny. Heidi said roll on the floor laughing. She's laughing. Sunshine said, LOL Melvin. Oh no, that word got stuck on people's heart. Oops. Kelly said the yellow is what makes the colours come together. Good point, Kelly. I love the way you said that. It's exactly right.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of.
Yep. Lorraine said, I don't care how often you say it. I was just voicing my personal opinion, of course. And Sunshine said, it's okay, Lorraine. My pastor says crap.
Whoa.
That's pretty harsh. Sunshine said, I'd rather say that than the 4-letter word. Yeah, exactly. Me too. Me too. Edie said, when is Leslie's shower now? So it's still on my Friday, your Thursday. And Heidi said, I've got to go as in leave, not to go to the bathroom. Okay. All right, Heidi, thank you for being with us. I appreciate it. So anyway, I'm going to kind of start to wrap up. Does anyone have any questions about what we did so far today with the yellow, blue and red mottling and stuff? Any other questions? Or mini tests you want me to do? I'm going to die now.
Not on my shift.
I'm joking. Bye, Heidi. So we're going pretty well anyway. The last colour I did on this guy you saw was the yellow. And I think if you look hard enough, you can see it in the light that there's like a bit of a yellow hue. So on this one so far, I've just used a general sponge working with red. I did a light, like teal sort of blue colour, and then I did the yellow. I've done some red creasing, but now, yes, I have to do the mottling. So that's the next sort of stage I'm working with this guy. Sunshine said, yes, I do, Annette. Okay. You have a question? Melvin, before you go, I just wanted to ask how you're going. Are you out of hospital yet? Hi, Joanne. How are you? Glad to see you made it. I'm sort of about to leave, but it's nice to say hello. You like this, baby?
I do.
This was all done with the air dryer.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. And like I was just saying it, like last week, how you can just really, I mean, even with this one, even though we've just done the yellow, can really, oh, I did get some yellow off there. I did get a little bit of yellow.
Yeah, because it's probably not quite dry yet.
Yeah, but, still okay. Oh, hang on. Okay, Melvin said, yes, resting at home with the worst back pain. Oh, I hope you feel better soon. Sunshine said, what if you need to change or more colour if you make a mistake and you need to remove it? Will make the vinyl more like a bruise. I guess so. If you make a mistake or you need to change it, you should know pretty quickly. Like I said, the best way to do that is have some kind of testing limb around. So you can do a quick test before you go to put onto the real baby. And if you don't have a testing limb, you can always just use something like a paper towel or something. You can always tell if your paint is looking translucent. Now you can see up there, say with the red colour, that you can just see that it has a translucent look against it compared to how it would look if it was more of a solid red, which would be more like that.
I always do that on my pads.
Yeah.
I've mixed it just to make sure it's right.
Yeah,
Before
that's
I put
right.
it on my...
Exactly, because I think you always need to do that, either on your painting pad like Lisa said she does, or a paper towel, or a test limb. They're normally pretty cheap. You can even, I know people don't like it and it's a bit toy or whatever, but buy a cheap China kit, really cheap one, the big fat one if you can, and use that, every piece of it as a testing piece. Or a lot of people sell off their old kits and that, and you can get them really cheap sometimes. So, or I know it's hard to do. You could wait until Bountiful Baby have a special, and you've got a kit there for like $17 US. and just buy that as your tester. I know it's sometimes can be hard because you think, oh, I could make that into a real baby. The seconds kits.
The seconds, yeah. They just had a sale on seconds.
They did have a sale on seconds, so that's always a good point of view too. Just getting something that you can just use.
Go to the op shop. Get a couple of old dolls.
Yes, that is a brilliant idea. See, that's why we have Lisa here. Go to the op shop, get some cheap old dolls,
Use them.
And at the end of the day, they'll look wonderful because they'll be so unique with all the patterns on them. You can make it into a fantasy baby in the end. Alan said, and would you do all 3 mottling coats on a baby? Oh, yeah, mate.
You have to.
I use more than 3 colours. I also do a mottling with a dark red and a green and a mustardy yellow.
A burgundy
type colour.
There's lots of different colours.
Are you still on?
Yeah, for about another 5 minutes.
Where are them two?
What?
I can't find them.
Okay, I'll have to come out with you. The Rhonda one is not, it's one I've got to deal with. So what was I saying?
The amount of colours.
Yes, I use a lot of colours. Now, all of those colours, as we know over and over again, are really, really translucent. Like that, probably a little bit, touch more translucent than that. So,
I think we end up doing, I worked it out the other week, it's either 10 or 12 different colour mottles.
Yes, that's right. And all that's going to happen, if you can imagine, if I kept going over this, even if I was using the same colour or different colours, it's just going to all blend in even more to give a skin tone. It's all that all appears blended. I mean, he has, you saw Matilda yourself, Alan. She had 12 mottling tones, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you can see a full-on mottle. It just all blends in to create so much dimension under the skin, which then looks like a skin tone. Agree? And we're not actually trying to get a mottling look.
No.
We're trying to get...
Humanised look.
Yeah, humanised look, just so much definition, so much shaping. And like Heidi said before, she said that was a very veiny baby. When you do so much mottling, it actually ends up, when it's done the right colour, it actually ends up looking like they've just got little veins everywhere, all over them.
And if it's a preemie one, that's great, because being preemie, their skin's so translucent anyway, you can see every little vein in their bodies.
Yes, and she would know because her grandson was born very preemie. Thank you, Edie. She said, don't forget everyone to do a thumbs up before you leave. Thank you, I do appreciate that. Terry said, glad you're home, Melvin. Lorraine said, bye everyone, bye beautiful, and say hi to Mateo for me, give him cuddles. I will. You can come up and say goodbye to everyone as we go. Angela said, bye Lorraine. Sunshine said, okay, thanks Annette for the info. I appreciate so much. Night everyone, see you all Thursday, and don't S-H-I-T in your pants. Okay. Just kidding, that was so cute. Patricia said, bye guys, good to see you. Lisa, have fun.
Patricia.
Have fun on Sunday. We'll miss you so much.
Oh, she's not coming.
Well, she's in Perth.
That's true.
She's going to come in April.
Okay.
So we will
Once
see
a
her
year.
then.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, we can handle that.
We can handle that.
Night, Edie. And Angela said goodbye to Patricia. Sunshine said, Lisa and Annette, it's fun to see you both ladies. Thank you, Annette, for the fun presentation. You're very welcome always. Angela said bye to Edie. It's an effect. It is an effect. Thank you. Kelly, you keep coming back all the time. I love your words. You've got some really good points to put across. Tricia said, night, everyone. Bye, Annette, and have a good week. Bye. Effect, yes. Alan says, cool. Baby dolls and more, hi and bye because we're leaving. Lorraine said, see you at the baby shower. Yeah, see everyone at the baby shower. Kelly said, night all. Much love to you all. Mwah. Thanks, Kelly. Bye, Sunshine. Hi and bye, Brianna. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. I hope it was really helpful, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.